What's happening, everyone? So we have a movie review. So yes, we are reviewing Disney Pixar's brand new film, COCO. I say brand new, it did come out in America on Thanksgiving, I think, but it only came out in the UK yesterday. So I don't know why there was that gap between overseas and here. There's such a big gap for a Disney film, but whatever, that's their decision. I don't think it was a probably great one, but whatever, I leave that to them. So what did I think of the film? I thought the film was pretty amazing. Visually, it was stunning. The music was great. Humor great. Story great. Characters great. Storytelling great. So it starts off, you get to see Miguel, who is the kid, and he does have a dog called Dante, who's in it quite a lot. Plays actually quite an important role. So basically, he's in a family that the family has a bad history of music, and they hate music. They're all shoemakers. He doesn't want to be a shoemaker. He wants to be a musician because his great grandfather was a musician who left his great grandmother, and that's why they hate music, which his now grandmother enforces very, very well. So basically, he had a guitar, got caught playing music, it got broke. He went to his idol in music, who is, I can't remember his name, but he's like the best musician in all of Mexico, and he has a guitar on his grave, like on the wall. So Miguel goes to take the guitar, and that earns him a one-way ticket to the land of the dead. Now the whole film is set on the Day of the Dead. If anyone knows about Mexican culture, you'll know about the Day of the Dead. Me, I didn't know too much going in. I knew what the Day of the Dead was, but not a lot into it. But you do find out very well, but I'll speak on that in a minute. So yeah, he gets to the land of the dead, he meets some ancestors, not so much ancestors, just past family members, uncles, aunties, great aunties, great uncles, his great-great-grandmother. And he also meets some people he looks up to along the way, meets some new people, and yeah, that kind of develops quite nicely. And then basically the whole film is about his journey in himself and getting back from the land of the dead. So yeah, visually the film was incredible to look at. If anyone has seen any most recent, if you watch Disney Pixar films, you'll know how good it is. Visually it's stunning, it's amazing, it looks almost real sometimes. But in the land of the dead itself, the colours were so vibrant and fluorescent, and there were so many colours. It was like a big party and was just really good to look at. Yeah, I thought the music was really good. There weren't a mass amount of music or songs, but there was enough. There was one song that you hear a few times, you hear different versions of it, but once you heard like the real version, how it was meant to be sung, it was so sick. It was just nice. It was just like it got you here. The story itself, I thought, was really good. So if anyone doesn't know about the Day of the Dead, like I didn't know too much, they really told it well. So it was based in Mexico. It was very Mexican cultured, and it really came across that way. It wasn't like it was an American take on a Mexican culture. It felt like they did a lot of research, they went very detailed with it, and it taught you a lot. Educational wise, it really taught you about Mexican culture on this day, what the day is about, why it's there, how important it is to the culture. So I think they definitely nailed that, and it's quite cool to learn. I thought it really came across well, and I liked it. There was a few big twists in one point. He was meeting in the land of the dead his idol, and you thought how it was going to go. It took a while to get to the point, so you just thought, yeah, this is how it's going to go. And then, didn't. It went a complete different way, and it was like, wow, that was pretty intense. You'll know what I mean if and when you see it, if you have seen it. And then, like about 2 minutes after, you get another kind of plot twist, and it was like sharp. It was like, nah, we went through all this and you were here the whole time. Again, if you've seen it, you know what I'm on about. If you haven't, damn, wait and see. What haven't I spoke about? One thing I liked was all the spirit animals. There's loads of spirit animals in the land of the dead, and they were so colourful and mad. They was like something like Fantastic Beasts when where to find them. They were like hippogriffs flying about, some sort of snake with wings. It was madness, but it was so sick. See, I did really like the way they told it about the Day of the Dead and how they showed past family members coming back to the land of the living, and the way that it kind of worked with that. It was really nice to see. It was really uplifting is what I'm going to say. Uplifting is the word I'm going to use. I just think the film, it made you feel good. It really did make you feel good. It was a film you went in and you just can't help but feel or smile during it. It really made, again, I'm going to say it, uplifting. It was a very uplifting film. I thought, especially the ending was very, it was just nice. It made you feel good about yourself. See, I don't know why they didn't push it a lot. I feel like they didn't push it a lot more, but I really want to see this film do well. I guess it was different for Disney in a way, but it's easily up there with their top films. Like, it's definitely not a drop-off. It's definitely not their worst film ever. It's definitely in the category with every other film. Like, it was up there. And any fan of Disney and Pixar, I should see this film. I definitely recommend going to see it. If you like films, if you like animated films, you like Disney, Pixar, then this is definitely a film for you. I think you should see it. I loved it. I would see it again. And I don't know if there's anything else I want to say. I think I mentioned Dante, the dog who Miguel kind of befriends, I think. But if I haven't, I have now. He has a dog called Dante. That's what I wanted to say. It took me about 45 minutes to work out why the film was called COCO. And if anyone's thinking that, because I mentioned the main character's name was Miguel, nothing to do with Coco. It took me about 45 minutes, and I was sitting there, and I was just watching one point, and I just went, oh, it all makes sense. And it is a character in the film, I'll just tell you that, because you'll probably work it out. I think I was a bit slow, I don't know. But even though it wasn't a main character, I really liked why they called it Coco. Because the character isn't a main character, but the whole story is kind of held together because of that character. It's quite hard to explain unless you've seen it. It's like everything is happening because of the character, and that character really plays a pivotal role. And you kind of, as the film goes on, you understand a bit more, and you may change your opinion on certain stuff or characters, and it kind of goes into a massive, again, that storytelling aspect is really well done. So yeah, I wanted to get that across. I don't think there's anything else. I'm rambling on a little bit if I carry on, so yeah, I think I might just leave it there. So if you did enjoy this movie review, and if you've seen the film, please give this a thumbs up, the video that is, it's thumbs ups down there. Please subscribe if you are new to the channel. Please comment if you would like to, I will reply to you. And if you haven't, I would recommend go checking out this film 100%. Easily 4.5 out of 5, probably 5 out of 5 if I was giving it out of 5. Yeah, probably 5 out of 5. And on that note, I'm going to have to go now, so until my next video, later.
Rise and make sure that you remember the name. Yeah, that's the one who's changing the game. Show them how you live, represent like a boss. Fitness, reactions, and the vlogs. Let's talk about games, I heard it gets live. You don't want to miss, make sure you subscribe. If you like this, make sure to give a like. My homie Rising, yeah, now he on the rise, hold up.